So 124 students at our student ministry camp this summer. Students are up by 40%. 406 kids at our summer breakout, they're up by 16%. 30% more people joining us from Fernley and Fallon. And we've seen 327 people be baptized this year alone. Why do I share these numbers? Because earlier this last year, we heard God's call and the desire to multiply the impact of Summit. We ask God to move in our church now and help us plant seeds that will result in a future harvest. We ask God to do something in us and then through us. In Isaiah 6, the prophet Isaiah finds himself in the presence of the Lord. The Lord is looking around and asks, "Whom shall I send and who will go for us?" And before Isaiah has time to think, he raises his hand and he says, "Here I am, send me." I love this moment where Isaiah is on the sidelines and he's yelling, "Hey, put me in, coach. Here I am. Let me be used by you for greater." There's a hunger and desire to be in the presence of God and be used by him. And then God did great things through the prophet. Well, in the same way, many of us at Summit heard the call of God on our lives and cried out, "Put me in, coach." This last March, we asked God to move in us through Multiply in amazing ways. And he called us to greater levels of sacrifice for the one more, for those that are far from God. And we know God's not done, grown his kingdom through Summit, one life at a time. And this has required sacrifice. We have sacrificed for the one more. So let me point ahead to what we anticipate this fall. A Fernley campus, let that sink in. Like we've been dreaming and talking about launching a campus east of our current campus in Sparks for almost 2 years now. Well, the time has come. Our Fernley campus is launching October 27th. Yes! Our staff have been officing in Fernley for the last month. We've been gearing up to hold services at Silverland Middle School. And based on interest and responses, we anticipate well over 200 at our first weekend service. I can't wait to see where it goes from there. Just think of all the people that aren't yet part of Summit that will connect. Think of the kids and the teens and the families and the singles, all the grandparents, the not yet believers. This is an exciting time. Now, we also continue to refine the plans for the construction of an office building here on our Sparks campus. And we're determining how to best use and build out the current office space for additional kids ministry. This summer, we saw an incredible number of kids in our kids ministry. We were even bumping up against the maximum number of 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in our 456 gathering. And I'm blown away by the number of kids that are coming to our kids ministry. And right now we're feeling the space crunch. And we know additional ministry space will be well used and quickly. So as we look ahead, I know that many of us are living in sacrifice to make room for one more. We are saying no to things now so we can say yes to greater generosity and kingdom impact. And I encourage us all in our generosity. Keep it up. I pray you feel God's blessing as you are stretched in the discipleship of generosity. Now, Laura and I, we continue to feel the pinch at times. And we know those moments lead to great things. As we've said yes to generosity like we've not experienced, I know God is growing us as we learn to lean on him. So here's my encouragement for all of us at Summit, to go even further, to do what seems impossible and be stretched even more. Why? Because we know that every dollar given in sacrifice are seeds that we are planting now. Seeds that will look like a harvest in Fernley and Fallon and the surrounding areas there. Seeds that will look like more kids in our kidsmen and more families worshiping with us. Seeds that will have a future impact in the lives of Kenyan kids and families that will be part of our Missions of Hope school in Kenya. And so I pray that God will continue to multiply his presence in us and then through us as we continue to live in greater generosity for greater kingdom impact. And I want to remind us too, join us on the first Wednesday of each month as we fast and pray for Multiply and God continue to move in us and through us.